So we just kind of wanted to sit down, and I feel like it's not on me at all.
It really is.
I know it's so weird. But we just kind of wanted to sit down and have a chit chat. So here lately we haven't been on like a very consistent schedule.
Like ever,
so,
really.
Yeah, we didn't really have one at all. We just kind of like, when we were together, we made a video and then we posted it. Do I have a booger in my nose? I feel like I do.
A little one, but it's not noticeable.
Okay, good then. Sorry.
Can I leave that in there?
Sure. But what was I saying? Oh, so we haven't really ever had like a schedule. So we sat down together and we've decided we are going to make a schedule so that it's easier on you guys, and that way we're just a little bit more consistent in everything that we're doing.
Yeah.
So basically we're going to be putting out videos every day at 9 o'clock in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to be the time we upload. As soon as school starts here in a couple weeks, we're both going to be paras in school. So basically we're just like teachers' aides, helping out, all that kind of stuff. So we'll be working up until like 3 o'clock, 4. So we don't really have time throughout the day to like post it just randomly throughout the day.
Yeah.
Or, you know, all those kinds of things. So we're going to try to get a lot of videos out to you guys. We're going to basically just make a video every single day, edit it, and then upload it at 9 o'clock in the morning so you guys can see them. So, I mean, Sundays through Saturdays, we're going to have videos out for you. We're going to try to do like challenges and tags and stuff like that on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and the rest of them are kind of just going to be vlogs. Sundays we're going to have devotionals or like a sit down chat kind of like this. But we just kind of wanted to do that so that it's a little bit more consistent just on our end, and that way it makes it easier for you guys to know if we've uploaded a new video or not. But yeah, so we just wanted to let you guys know of that. But other than that, I don't know.
Kind of tell them where we are at in life if you want to.
Yeah, we just kind of also wanted to update you guys. I guess I'll let you go first.
Well, we moved here. You guys, I guess you guys already knew that. I don't know if we uploaded that video.
If you guys didn't know, we moved.
We're roommates now, which is super cool. We told you we were going to. We finally did. Eric lives here as well. Whoa, deja vu. Having deja vu. A couple months ago, I think. And yeah, and so now I'm a para professional and she is as well, which is really cool. But I feel like life is not going to stop changing for me. Probably not for you either.
Yeah, I don't know.
We have a lot of big life changes that are coming up and we can feel it because she has a very serious boyfriend and I do too, and we kind of know.
Just their 2-year anniversary yesterday.
Also, Eric and I are moving to Kauai in less than a year. It's kind of bittersweet because like I'm really excited to do that, but at the same time it's going to be a lot of change, and of course Lorrin and I won't be roommates anymore, but who knows what's going to happen. She might come with me. I don't know what's going to happen.
We'll see.
We really don't know. I don't think we should even predict anymore because life always changes. At this point in my life, I feel like I'm just gaining freedom and independence and understanding myself a little bit more. Things have been hard in my family and yours as well. So yeah, getting out of the house and being on our own has been a big thing for
a big blessing.
Yeah, it was needed.
Yeah, very.
Yeah, it was fine. What about you though?
So like she said, I am a paraprofessional. I haven't started that yet, but I will start August 14th. I'm really excited for that. That's not going to be like my long-term career or anything like that. It's just kind of a stepping stone for me. I will be continuing in pursuing nursing, and I also want to get my cosmetology license at some point. There's just a lot of things that I want to do, and it's a little stressful for me.
Very talented woman.
Don't know where to start. But yeah, so I'll start that job on August 14th, and we'll kind of update you guys as we go on how that is. But like she said, we moved a couple of months ago. It's been very, very nice and much needed. So basically, I'll expound upon what she brought up earlier. It's been rough for our families. I'll go into detail about mine. I don't want to share anything about yours. But basically, my parents told us January 21st, which is the day that I moved home from college, that they had a really rough time and they've been fighting a lot. They were going to go to marriage counseling and see if that was going to change anything, try to work through it. But basically that was the end of it all, and we didn't even know it. So as of next week, my parents' divorce will be final. I'm 19 years old now, so going through it as being older definitely isn't any easier, I wouldn't say. I think it's a little bit harder just because I grew up with them my whole life, so that's the only love story I ever knew was my parents.
Right.
But so it's just been pure chaos for the past couple months, and it's been much needed to move out and have our own place. And the sun kind of just went down a little bit, or went behind the clouds, so if it's bad lighting, sorry.
Yeah, it's okay.
But yeah, so that's kind of what made us think about moving out in the first place. We hadn't really thought about it, and then in January she came to me. This is actually before
it all happened.
I believe. That she was like, hey, would you be interested in moving out and being my roommate? And I was like, oh yeah, sure.
And I had no idea how it was going to happen.
No idea. So we talked about it and we're like, yeah, let's do it. We didn't think Eric was going to be moving in with us because we didn't think that all the stuff was going to happen that happened.
We didn't know, yeah.
So we had just kind of pictured it just being us, and I was like, well, Eric obviously is going to be coming over a lot because you're going to be living with me and all that kind of stuff. But it ended up happening where we all moved out together, so it worked out, I think, for our benefit, because sad as it is, the way things went down with my parents, I am very fortunate at everything that has come out of it,
Yeah.
We've got a lovely house, which we will do a house tour later. Yeah, and we've got our 2 beautiful puppies.
Golden
Yay.
and a husky.
So,
They make life better.
Oh,
They
yeah.
make it a little stressful sometimes.
a little bit.
But they just give a lot of joy, and I think they're like therapy to us.
Yeah, definitely. Here lately, especially since that clouds with the sun in my window looks really pretty. Do you see it?
Dude, that does.
Sorry,
True.
I got distracted.
She's a photographer.
Anyway, so here lately, since January, I've been having a lot of anxiety and panic attacks. Haven't opened up to anybody about that, but it's been nice having the dogs around to kind of cope with that. And I ordered monk pens, and if you guys don't know what that is, it's aromatherapy. It's almost like an e-cig, but there's no tobacco or nicotine or anything bad in it. It's just essential oils. And so there's one called Zen that's supposed to help with anxiety and all that kind of stuff. And so I ordered some of them, and once we get them in, I think we'll do a review about them.
Yeah.
We'll let you know.
A demo, a trying of it.
Yeah, we'll let you know, probably unbox them and stuff too, but we haven't gotten them yet. I ordered her an ocean one because,
she's so nice.
Like she said, her and Eric are going to be moving to Kaua'i. So I just thought, it's only fair. It's only fitting.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah. What's really weird is the fact that I didn't know that I had severe anxiety until I really don't know when I knew. I just was having chest pains all the time, and I felt sick all the time. My heart was racing all the time. My heart rate was always 120 or 110. And
mine's always super high. Let's see what's at right now.
And finally my mom was like, you need to go to the doctor for anxiety medication. And I was like, no.
107.
Yeah, anxiety. It sucks. But there are ways to help yourself heal. I don't know, you might end up on medication, and it's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing if you have it, and it's not a bad thing if you don't have medication for it. It just, everybody has their different ways of healing.
Coping with it.
Yeah, and you shouldn't judge people if they say they have it. Don't say that they don't. You don't know. You don't know how they're feeling. You don't know what they're going through. And even if they have an anxiety attack out of nowhere for no reason, it's not their fault, and they're not making it up.
And I think the hardest part about the whole, just kind of trying to cope with the idea of me even having anxiety is that when I tell people or I try to explain to people, they don't understand.
No.
and they're not like very considerate or anything like that, because they're like, what does that mean? Like, why?
Like, why
does it
are you
happen?
stressed out? Nothing is happening.
Yeah, and you know, as great as my boyfriend is, sometimes it's a little hard for him to understand, and I understand completely, because if it was like reversed and he was the one having anxiety attacks, I'd be like, why? Like, you're fine.
You wouldn't understand it.
But it's definitely one of those things, like compassion. Just if you think that somebody has anxiety or somebody says they have anxiety, just be compassionate, you know, help them as best as you can. A lot of the times, I know when it happens, you just kind of want to be alone. You don't want to be around people. I draw from being around people all the time. Like, I'm a social butterfly. That's where I get my energy from. But as soon as I have an anxiety attack, I don't want anybody around me.
Yeah, that's
And
how I am sometimes.
I think that's, yeah, how a lot of people are. I know the only person that, like, I really want around me is, like, my mom, my dad, Eric, Kristin, Zach, or my boyfriend. But, like, anybody else, like,
the people that you're really closest to are the ones
like,
you
I don't ever want to go to, like, I had one right before work one day, and I was like, I'm not going into work, I can't.
Yeah.
Because it just takes so much out of you, and then you're just,
does.
so emotionally exhausted the rest of the day.
And physically exhausted. Sometimes it makes your muscles hurt after, like they've been tense or something, or you just feel like you need to sleep for a long time.
Yeah, and we always tend to have ours around the same time. Sometimes it's happened we've not been around each other.
Yeah.
Last night she had a few, and I didn't have any, but I did have some really bad dreams that kind of scared me awake.
I feel like it's just because we are both compassionate people. We're both empathizers. We both feel deeply what other people feel when we're around them, or if we have if we have a connection with them, we feel what they feel.
Yeah.
And
I think we just connect way, like, on a deeper level than, like, what normal people would.
I know.
I can look at somebody and be like, oh, I don't know what they're going through, but they're not okay.
Yeah, I can too. And it's not to say that, like, hey, we're just gonna assume that somebody's not alright, but sometimes you just know.
You can just look
it comes
at
in
somebody and
handy.
tell.
Yeah, it comes in handy whenever you feel like you need to say something or ask if they're okay. Because some people aren't sensitive to that and they have no idea.
Yeah.
Which is how they are, and that's fine.
And they could, you know, like, I could walk into work one day and just be awful. Like, something awful happened, I had a wreck or something, I don't know. And my boss would be like, oh, you look a little rough today.
And you're like,
you know, and it's not to say that she's rude, it's just she doesn't understand as well as other people may.
she's not as compassionate or sympathetic or whatever.
Yeah.
It happens.
But yeah, I think that was really all we really wanted to talk about. So this is our first Sunday sit-down talk. So we'll come back with another one next Sunday. So if you guys like these, thumbs up, like, subscribe. Thumbs up, like, what? Okay, Lorrin.
All of the above.
Everything. So, like, subscribe, comment, share, yes. If you guys want more of these, please like this video and let us know. Let's set a goal. How many likes do we want?
Let's go with 10, 15? More? Less? What do you think?
Let's go with 32.
Okay, that's a super
Come
random
on.
number.
It's my favorite number. Besides 18, so
Come on, give us those.
give me my favorite number. Come on now. Guys, do it for me.
Also, if you struggle with anxiety or any type of mental illness, or you're struggling with something, and you want to talk about it, you can comment down below, and
Feel free to, we'll leave our Instagrams and all that down below, and we're also making an Instagram for our YouTube channel.
Yeah.
So if you guys want to get in touch with us, or you have something that you would like to chat about, maybe you feel like we could help you, please feel free.
just
Get in our DMs, slide in those
DMs. We'll be there for you.
Yeah. So if you guys need any help, don't feel too shy to do anything. I know I've kind of been in that boat, and if you guys watch Jess and Gabriel Conti on YouTube, which we do,
Oh, girl.
I am getting there. I'm going to send them a letter.
We're gonna do it.
Hold me to it. Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you guys so much for watching, and we will see you next time.